y'all? Hope this thing's recording. Got back, just got out of school, got a cut. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to flex, not trying to feel myself, but I notice more and more as I get older, I'm starting to favor my dad a lot. My dad got some real strong genes. At first, I'm like, man, I don't really like my mom or my dad. Really, like, to me, people say I favor my mom. A lot of people say I favor my dad, but as I'm getting older, I'm seeing like I'm getting my dad's. I don't even say his whole appearance, but it's about it, right? So, yeah, I just want to get on here and pretty much tell you guys about not sponsored, but if you want to kick your gambling addiction, like if you have a gambling addiction, like a really bad one, definitely get you a PC. You don't even know a high-end PC either, and download a game called Bobo Bay. Bobo Bay is basically, if you ever played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle or Adventure 2, I don't know if Sonic Adventure 1 had Chow Garden. I can't, off the top of my mind, I don't remember. But it's basically I was just saying this was crazy. It was like, I don't know. I was just saying how badly I want a Chow game to play. And like literally, like I want to say maybe a couple hours later, because I was going to mod my Steam Deck to be able to play a modded, Sonic Adventure 2, so I can play the Chow Garden with like mods and have like Goku as a Chow. And if you don't know what Chows are, they're basically little alien things that you can train and compete against each other to win prizes or whatever. It's just a way to just, it's one of those games where you just chill and you just play. You really don't think too hard about it unless you're like min-maxing your butt off, right? But I was just saying like, I wanted the game, and then this game appeared in my YouTube recommended, saying, will this game replace Chow Garden? I promise you that's what happened. I was just like, what? Looked at like the first 10 seconds, went on Steam, bought it because it released that same day. When I saw that, I was like, oh. And it was like a fully released game. It was not no early access. I think it was an early access, maybe, I could be wrong, but downloaded it. Love it. I put it on just like when I'm like working on stuff, studying and everything like that. So it's not, like I said, it's not high intensive. You don't really pay too much attention. You tell your child, they're called Bobos. You tell your Bobos, hey, go do your thing, train, so I can win money and things like that. But this may be spoilers. I highly recommend the game. Honestly, it might be my game of the year as of right now. I would be honest, it's probably my game of the year right now, because it fills that niche that I really just love. You're basically a high school coach teaching kindergartners like how to play for the major leagues. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're training these little Bobos, these little alien baby things, to basically compete against each other and fight against each other on some it gets real. It gets real, and it gets real disrespectful too. I want to point that out. That game is very humbling to the point where it is disrespectful. Like, you're telling, I'm about to get into it. So this comes back to my gambling. If you got a gambling addiction, download this game, because there's going to be a spoiler warning. There's going to be a part where you're able to bet. You're able to bet on other bubbles, and it's not yours. They're not your bubbles. They're not your bubbles. You can bet on other bubbles, right? And because of that, hold on, I don't want to get into a car accident. If you see ongoing traffic, you see why. But I can still, communicate my thoughts while I'm doing it. I just don't want to get smacked. But what's really interesting is that this system, it lies to you. In my opinion, it lies to you about this system. Because when you're betting on these Bobos, right? And it gives you it's like 6 Bobos, I'm pretty sure. Like 6 Bobos you can bet on, right? And they all come with a predetermined, maybe, or randomly generated, I can't tell you which one it is, I still don't. I don't know. I'm almost 20 hours in, and I don't know what exactly determines what stats each Bobo have, and these stats determine how well they'll do in the race. Right now, here's where the gambling thing kicks in. You can bet, and depending on if you bet on a Bobo, it could be a good payout or a bad payout. I think it depends on like how good the Bobo is, and it's like that random factor as well. But what's crazy, and it blows my mind, is that there's so much to it, because you'll have a map, right? You'll have a map that basically says, all right, this is going to test the Bobo's swimming ability or the running ability, or both, right? And the game says, hey, these Bobos have these according stats. Now, it's like a high stat and a low stat. You would think the highest stat will be the best, but like I said, it might test you on both. And how it tests the Bobos is you might get a swimming pool right in front of you, and then like after that, it's all running. So you could choose a Bobo with a good swimming stat, but if its running stat is terrible, then you'll get blown out by the other Bobos that have better stats in running compared to like the swimming, right? Now here's where it gets super tricky, and it's why I'm saying this will beat your gambling addiction. I don't have a gambling addiction, by the way. I'm just saying that if I did, I probably would stop all gambling. The only reason I'm even doing it right for this is because it's a good way to make money if you know what you're doing and luck, right? Now, there's also another factor, which is the Bobo's moods. Bobos have moods. They can be very mad, very depressed, or very happy. You would assume that if a Bobo is very happy, they'll do better. And in most cases, it's true. But there's also a weird like mood where the Bobo's eyes are like, and you're like, what mood is that? I can't tell if that's a bad mood or a neutral mood. It doesn't really tell you. It just gives you, and you're like, okay, what is that? Like, what does that boost me? Does that help me? And here's the problem. It's random with the moods as well. You might get that one Bobo who's got the little happy sunglasses mood, but has terrible stats. And everybody else is like, maybe that, you know what I'm saying? And because of that, you don't know, there's that underlying, there's that possibility that you assume this good Bobo will blow all these other Bobos that are neutral stats, and you should be able to get a boost. But the game doesn't tell you that. It doesn't tell you, hey, just because you choose this Bobo with the happy stat doesn't mean you're gonna win all the time. In fact, he might get blown up by the neutral stat Bobo because he wanted better. He wanted better. He wanted more. He wanted more than the Bobo that you chose, even though regardless of its mood. And not only that, there's another factor, which is their actual, I guess you get stamina, their acceleration, how fast they're going. That also plays. There's so many factors that I promise you, you think you're gonna pick the one, you're going all in, big payout. I'm talking about a quadruple potential payout. You're going all in, because not only does his stats are better than the other ones, not only is his mood is the best that it could be, and not only that, it's a surefire win. There's no way I could lose, right? And you wait. You're sitting at that screen, little number 2, Graham Bucks' rigmarole, that's his name, and you're watching him. He's going. He's zooming. He's blowing everybody out of the park. It is crazy. You're like, oh wow. And then it gets to the finish line. You're off. You're popping off. Your early pop off, and then all of a sudden, wham! That Bobo fell on his face. That's weird. Why did my Bobo just fall? Oh, he just got. Oh, number 2. Number 1 just. They're all passing you, but get up, bro, get up. I bet my life savings on you, big dog. Why are you doing this to me? Why? I'm broke. I lost it all off of one mistake that I didn't tell you. These bubbles are not perfect. They're not perfect. In fact, they're probably the opposite. They're flawed. They're super flawed. Because there was a moment where I was about to bet on a Bobo, and all of a sudden, the Bobo I would have bet on, his mood was like, I didn't know what that mood was. So I didn't bet on him. I was like, I'm not sure what that mood was. Quickly I found out that mood was he's not even moving. He's not even moving. He's just gonna do this weird animation where he's just like he's dancing. Like, what are you doing, bro? This is a competition. What? Lock in. But he wasn't my Bobo I bet on, so I don't care. Oh, they wouldn't hear. That's cute. But I say that is that this game will make you hate gambling, because every time that I get in that lobby and I queue up my placement, something always shocks me. I've been pretty good my last few bets, but man, the bet them all. It's terrible. They can cross. They can cross out. I shouldn't have went this far up. But it's fine. They're not dead. They're alive. Anyways, but yeah, great game. But oh my god, that game cheats you whenever it can, and it pisses you off. It pisses me off, at least, very badly. Great game. My game of the year so far. It's like $20 right now, I think. Still, if it's on sale. It's not on sale. Why are you driving so slow, bro, big dog? Like, you're not. Whatever. But yeah, that's all I want to get on here to tell you all about that game. It's great to play it. Bobo Bay. Shout out to the developer and all that stuff. All right, bye.